Let's go. Lock in. $50 worth of candy.
This is a lot.
Let's talk about it. It's tier list time, baby.
It's tier list time.
It's Christmas season, so you know we're tier listing some candy.
We bought every conceivable type of candy bar.
Yes.
I think if you put a gun to my head, I probably wouldn't be able to name like more than what we have here.
I don't even know this much candy, so
I've grabbed stuff that I never heard of before. Some of this stuff is like something you see at like Walmart in like one town when you're on a road trip, and you're like, what is this? And then you just buy a Hershey's because you don't want to try it out.
Yeah, I mean, who's ever heard of a Zagnut? What is this?
But yeah, we got a whiteboard. We
got all of our things here. We're ready to tier list.
S through F.
How many things of candy do we have?
I think we have about like 30 something different types of candy.
A lot of candy. We got water to cleanse our palate in between.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a little swishing in, you know, get the palate cleansed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Without further ado, let's get started.
I can't think of a better way to start than with like the classic Hershey's chocolate. The original.
Classic. Simple, clean. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the good stuff right there.
That is a Hershey's bar.
I mean, yeah, that's a simple...
Like, we've had this probably like hundreds of times in our lives. Mm-hmm. Now, the problem is where do we set the bar? That's like the most basest for the base American chocolate. I think
Hershey's chocolate is so simple. It's basic. It's just chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, it's the bare minimum. I personally like it, but I think B is the only fair response.
Yeah, I think B's the fair tier.
Hershey's, B tier. Up next, Hershey's with almonds.
We almost got like a Mr. Goodbar pack, but that's just like not even almonds. That's just normal like nuts and Hershey's chocolate. And like, I'm sure it's decent, but it's nothing like crazy.
All right, almond Hershey's. Yeah. Let's go.
It doesn't taste as good as the full bars do. Because, you know, the full bars, they give you like that whole almond.
Yes.
Even just having the almond already makes it better than normal Hershey's, I think.
Oh, really? You feel that?
I think it just like, it elevates the taste a bit more. I don't know. I would say that's better than normal Hershey's, but it's very close because it's still just Hershey's.
Yes. I mean, it's literally just Hershey's with one extra component in it. Yeah, and I don't think the nuts make it bad. It just adds a little extra texture to the
almonds are also
mix.
Almonds are also a very good nut, I feel like. Because like I think like that's the best nut for chocolate probably. I think we just put it in B tier next to Hershey's.
Yeah, it's close to Hershey's. Like, pretty much same level.
I think we keep on rolling with Hershey's with like just the normal Hershey's flavors until we're out. Yes. So I think we next run up some cookies and cream.
Ooh.
I love white chocolate. White chocolate, like some people absolutely hate it, and I hate it I hate bringing it up because every time someone's like, "Oh, what's one of your favorite types of chocolate?" I go, "Oh, I love white chocolate." And people are like, "That's not real chocolate." It's like, how real do you think that normal Hershey's is?
Who do you think you are?
Same reason. Well, I'm gonna say this right now so it doesn't like get confusing later in the video.
Sad.
We did not buy any dark chocolate.
No dark chocolate.
Not a single one. Because we know our opinions on dark chocolate. And like, unless it's like peppermint bark or something like that, we know that it's just gonna be like one, like literally right below the normal version of it usually.
Yes.
It's dark chocolate. It's good sometimes when you don't want something really sweet, but the vast majority of the times, for a chocolate bar where you're supposed to be like indulging in sugar, it's not that great.
It's just slight. It's always worse. It's always one level down from a normal bar.
It's like, I feel like it's the thing that like people who aren't on a diet but want to act like they're eating healthy, they'll be like, "Oh, instead I'll buy dark chocolate, which has like 5 grams less of sugar." And it's like, you're still eating chocolate.
Yeah, get real. Get real.
Next one, like we said, Hershey's cookies and cream. Very excited for this one.
The crunch of the cookie.
The crunch of the cookie and the white chocolate.
Yes.
That's an A tier.
A tier.
Easily.
It's just the flavor.
Not a lot of other bars do that. Yeah. Not a lot of other bars have that cookies and cream delicious flavor profile.
There's nowhere else you can get that cookies and cream flavor.
It literally tastes just like ice cream. It's great.
It's delicious.
Okay, so.
Alright, that goes A tier. My palate is cleaned.
Oh yeah, I've been cleansing my palate, dude.
Cleanse up your palate, bro.
We gotta restart.
We gotta do the whole thing again. We're giving ours Hershey Symphony.
Hershey Symphony.
I've never heard of these before. I didn't know these existed.
They're really good. This is my baseline. If I'm at a thing and I'm like, man, I want some chocolate, this is what I pick up. Because like I just like it more than how they make the normal Hershey. It's such a big piece.
It was a big piece.
It's thick as well. It's like a really large piece.
All right, time to try it.
Now that is chocolate.
It took me a second to hit. That tastes like Hershey's chocolate, but better. Like it tastes.
I know,
richer.
right? It's like creamier.
Yeah.
It's less acidic.
What is different with this one? It tastes like fancy Hershey's chocolate.
They don't put as many preservatives in this one. But you're gonna have another little piece.
You don't have the other. You want to split?
No. You have a little.
I'm going in for a second.
A little second. You're gonna get another opinion.
It was pretty good.
He's never had it. He's only lived on the normal.
I'm all
Hershey
giddy.
life.
I'm excited. This is pretty good.
It's good. But Symphony, I don't know if that's the highest B tier or if that's the lowest A tier. It's noticeably better than Hershey's.
Yes, I think it's A tier material because it's just Hershey's if it was
like better.
If it wasn't
if it wasn't processed.
Yes, if it's just a better classic Hershey's, which we already put baseline B. Yeah. So I think it goes to A, but probably like lower.
I think lower A. So just put on A real quick.
Okay. Let's run up that Milky Way.
Run up that Milky Way. Cleanse the palate. You open the second wrapping. And I'll cleanse my palate.
Cleanse up.
Oh, get some of that nougat.
This is all I got.
Get some of that caramel peel on camera.
Oh, yes, sir.
Get that fantastic.
Zoom in on that.
Dude, zoom in on that.
Milky Way.
Milky Way. It's just so much sugar.
I'm gonna say it. Not the biggest caramel guy. This is just too much. It's not as fun. It's not fun to chew.
I know that Snickers is pretty much just that. So Snickers is gonna be even like more sugary or like even worse for you than this. But this feels like sugar for the sake of sugar. This feels like they just added sugar because they didn't like how it tasted alone.
What even is in a Milky Way? It's just like caramel.
It's just chocolate, nougat, and caramel, I think. Oh, we haven't been reading the descriptions. That might have been good.
Oh, shoot.
We could start doing that.
Yeah.
Those descriptions are pretty easy. Chocolate, European chocolate, chocolate with almond.
Yes.
And then like cookies and cream chocolate. That's self-explanatory. And then like nougat, chocolate, caramel.
We've done all the simple stuff, so now when we get a little more elaborate, we can explain.
Yeah.
We're gonna explain the ingredients and stuff now. We haven't done that yet.
Now
we'll start it.
We go from Milky Way.
Wait, where do we put this?
B tier, I think.
Milky Way's a pretty
mid to low B tier. I'm not gonna like turn my nose up on it, but it's not like I'm gonna be excited. I'm never gonna go to a store, look at the vast selections of options, and be like, I need that Milky Way.
Well, if that's the case, wouldn't you want to put it like C tier? Because it's good, but it's not B. Like would you have it over a Nut Hershey's?
You're actually right. I think it is C tier.
I think we do C.
I think C just because of how not great it is.
Yeah, it's just basic.
It falls way flatter than you think.
All right, Milky Way C tier. What's next?
Snickers.
Ooh.
I don't think these are gonna have like a cool description for us to read. That's very fun. Things like Zagnut describe it because no one has ever heard of a Zagnut.
Oh yeah, they just like say it.
Yeah, like some of them do. A lot of the older ones and a lot of the unknown ones do that.
They're like, you already know what we are.
Snickers is like, yeah, you know us. You've seen all like. We always have a Super Bowl commercial, and it's always okay.
Yeah, it's always. It's never anything crazy. It's never like, dang, what a fire commercial. You're just like,
yeah,
they're on there.
They've certainly never had a Puppy Monkey Baby.
Oh, don't. Puppy Monkey Baby is terrible.
Puppy Monkey Baby was one of the greatest.
They were bugged.
It was so funny.
Gosh dang, this thing has been torn to pieces.
Dude, it's so hard to like. You can't get a clean break on this stuff, dude.
Oh my gosh, it's a mess.
Listen, you're still gonna get the same flavor.
All right, Snickers.
Yeah.
Let me just say.
That's just so much better.
Snickers are delicious.
It's such a huge difference.
That's definitely better than a Milky Way for sure. It has the adding of the nuts in it.
Not even just the nuts. It's like the caramel tastes better, the nougat tastes better. It all just is like made in a much more concise like flavor that they're going for. It's just so much better.
And there's there's a better ratio of caramel in there that it's not, you take a bite and it's like too much.
Yeah.
Like when I have a Milky Way, there's too much caramel in my mouth. I don't like eating it. But when it's a Snickers, it's just, you don't even notice it. You're just eating everything else. It's fine.
Their caramel also is just way less sugary, which helps it so much.
So where would we put this though? Because
I think this is
B?
tough. It might be top of B.
Top of B, do you think it could peak A? You think it has potential?
I think it has potential for bottom of A. It might be A tier. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, Snickers.
It's just delicious.
If you look at the candy aisle, if it's Halloween and you open up your bag, you got Snickers. You're eating that.
You're eating it. You're eating it.
That's at the top of the list.
Yeah, it's A. It's A tier.
It's A tier.
It's A tier.
Throw it in there. A tier.
Like
yes,
maybe not top of A tier. Maybe like more middle. But it's A tier.
It goes up there.
It goes up there.
You can't go wrong with a classic.
I think Kit Kat's a nice choice.
Kit Kat? Yes, I agree. Let me get it started.
Kit Kat's one of those things that's just like, if I remember, like, obviously it's gonna be different because we're having all of them at once, but it's one of those ones that I remember as just being okay, you know, like I get a Kit Kat, I'm not gonna be over the moon, but I'm gonna eat it. Right?
Yeah, it's
like
it's a wafer.
Yeah, it's just wafer and chocolate. There's no description to read on this.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Now that's marketing.
That's right.
That's marketing.
All right, you already know. Kit Kat. It was good. It's standard.
It tastes like that acidic type of chocolate though.
Oh, really?
It's like not like the smooth creamy chocolate like Symphony. It's more of Hershey's, which I think like puts it down a little bit, but it's still just decent.
Yeah. The chocolate's nothing too crazy, but I like the wafer aspect. It makes it pretty good. Pretty standard.
I think it's B tier.
Texture-wise. Yeah, B tier for sure.
B tier for sure. Just because it tastes almost like Hershey's, but with something more, I think we can't put it in C tier.
Yeah.
But C tier, I could see it. I see it being like maybe low B, maybe high C.
We could throw it in C tier.
I think throwing it in C tier just for more distribution of the graph.
Yeah.
And also because I would rather have just the chocolate than the wafer's okay. It's not a great wafer. It's like, let's be honest, it's not a great quality of wafer. Like I would much rather have those like dollar store like little boxes of the actual just chocolate wafers.
Ooh.
Those things are just better than that. And those are like just actual wafer with a little bit of chocolate.
And you know what? Kit Kat already, kind of isn't. This isn't like.
This isn't
even their competition. We're talking about candy bars, and they snuck their way in.
We looked at it, we said it's a bar of
it's
candy.
Close enough.
We said we need something so we can make the best of this Dollar General deal. So we threw it in.
We threw it in. It doesn't get any favors. It doesn't belong here, but
it hardly belongs here.
It hardly belongs. Let's be real.
This was the pity ad.
He got chose last on the dodgeball team, and for that, it's gonna be C. We're gonna put it C, and we'll leave it there.
I think after going for chocolate and wafer, I think we go to chocolate and Rice Krispie with crunch.
Ooh.
That's a nice matchup. It's like have the difference. And I'm gonna be honest, hot take, I don't like crunch bars.
What? Crunch bars are actually, they're not that crazy.
I was about to say, I was like, I can see you liking crunch bars. I can see you like vehemently defending them.
I was gonna get behind it, and then I realized crunch bars aren't worth defending that much.
Yeah, it's like, this is not a hill to die on for crunch bars.
Crunch bars were amazing. That's like,
it's like,
okay. They're fine.
I would still rather have a Hershey's than a crunch bar, like before I'm having it, but who knows, maybe something will change.
Crunch bar.
Yeah. Already better than a Kit Kat. Probably better than a Milky Way.
I agree.
I don't think close to Hershey's or Almond Hershey's though.
It's just like a Hershey's, but with the weird crunchier texture. Is that nuts? What's in that?
It's just Rice Krispies.
Oh, it's a Rice Krispie. That makes sense.
You didn't know that?
I didn't.
I just said that.
Oh, it's just Hershey's with Rice Krispie texture. It's okay.
It's not great, but it's better than a Milky Way.
Crunch.
It's better than a Kit Kat. Certainly better than a Milky Way.
Crunch B tier.
I thought C tier.
Oh, did we say C? We said better than a Milky Way.
But not better than an Almond Hershey's. I don't think it's on the level of an Almond Hershey's.
Oh, so it goes C tier, but we're going to move it later?
We might move it. I think higher C tier.
High C tier? Okay.
Yeah.
Crunch C tier.
We're getting past some of the more generic options. We're getting closer to some of the things.
We're going to get a little bit more, strange, a little weird as we go.
We got like 2 or 3 more plain Jane bars to go. I think next is Twix. I'm going to be honest, another hot take. I don't like Twix.
I'm not gonna hate on that. Twix they're okay.
They're the same thing with Milky Way, where it just feels like a lot of caramel.
Agree.
And like caramel's good, but it's not that good.
And Twix is trying to be different. They're trying to be special with the left and right. Who cares?
It's the exact same.
Who cares?
Which is part of the joke, but also I've never like been a part of that marketing. I've never been like, oh, do you guys like the right Twix or the left Twix?
Yeah, you're not pulling the wool over my eyes with this. I know exactly what you're doing. It's all propaganda to sell Kit Kats or something.
It's just not great.
All right, Kit Kat. Oh wait,
Twix.
I mean,
I think we're seeing a similar pattern here, where this is certainly better than a Milky Way.
A lot's better than a Milky Way when we think about it.
When we think about it, we might move Milky Way down to D tier. Milky Way might be
late game, later game, post Milky Way review. We drop it to D.
I can't think of many things that I would rather have a Milky Way than.
All right, you know what? We're doing it. Milky Way going to D tier.
Every single thing it just folds against.
Where do we put this though? Where do we put the Twix?
I think Twix is C tier.
It replaces.
Yeah, it replaces Milky Way. I still think it's not great. I never buy a Twix really. It's too much sugar.
Oh wait.
Like the Milky Way, it's sugar for the sake of sugar, but it's also like more quality.
Tell them.
I feel like it just tastes like they put more work into it. Milky Ways are just not great.
The list has been updated. Milky Way just got demoted.
Yeah, demoted.
First D on the list. How do you feel about that?
What's the thing they say in Call of Duty?
Humiliation. Double kill. Headshot.
Assassin. That was
These nuts.
That was a great thing. I always play with my dad, and I would always grab the Halo 3 with my dad. And you know the map that has like the big rotary wheel in the middle. I knew where the invisibility orb was. I would grab it. My dad would get mad because he didn't understand it, and I would just assassin him like 50 times.
That's
and he would
awesome.
leave.
That's the only map I remember from Halo 3 because I used to play it.
It's the best one. It's the best one.
It's just you just stay in the middle and you got the little wheel you'll get on, and then you get in that little. You can like crouch down or whatever and sneak in. And
it has like the ghost by the beach. And everyone would take it and try and bring it in the wheel, and they would just crash it every time.
It'd always blow up.
It would always blow up.
It gets stuck and just explode.
No one would ever be able to. No one ever was able to get that.
Then you had that Spartan laser. That's like
the Spartan laser was so good.
So someone brings a ghost up.
Was that the one that had the needlers on it as well?
I think it did.
There were like 2 needlers on it.
That was great.
Such a good map.
It's a classic.
Is that in Halo Infinite?
I don't know.
If it's not, add it. Microsoft, I know you're watching this. I know some Microsoft employee.
You're here right now. Candy Bart's here list watching this.
Team 343 or Bungie or whatever they are right now.
Tell them.
You're watching this. You're thinking you're chilling. You're on the clock still.
You're on the clock.
We're watching you. Add that map back.
Add it back. We will play it.
Dude.
And we'll make a video about it.
Yeah.
Watch us. Yeah. Let's go.
We probably should have gotten this one done earlier because we're taking a step down in complexity. Because this is literally just chocolate nougat. This is 3 Musketeers. We all know this.
3 Musketeers.
3 Musketeers.
I like 3 Musketeers.
I think it's still sugar for the sake of sugar, but done in a right way.
Ooh.
Like, I think it's...
I was not expecting that.
It's still very sugary over the top.
But
it's a pleasant one. Like, the nougat flavor is interesting. You never have that. Like, I don't think there's anything that tastes similar to nougat.
Yeah.
But, like, it's good. It's... Because a lot of things taste similar to caramel. Let's be honest. There's, like, 50 different types of caramels things. There's so much of it. And it's all the same. It all tastes the same. It doesn't matter if they call it dark chocolate covered and then sea salt on top.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's the
all
same.
you taste is caramel.
You can't fool me.
No one sells nougat. They're the only ones doing this.
They're not trying to mix it in, not trying to, make it unique or
unfiltered.
special. They just say, we know what you want. We put it with chocolate around it, call it a day. That's it.
Put this in the fridge, gnaw on it for a while, great.
I don't know why the title's 3 Musketeers. It's just 2, if anything, it's 2 ingredients. It's 2 Musketeers.
2 Musketeers.
But delicious, simple. What are we thinking?
I think high B tier.
High B? I agree.
I wouldn't call it an A.
Yeah, it's not A.
It's not, it doesn't have enough flavor for it to be
horses. A. It's a great, simple, classic. Better than some.
All right. I think the next one's, this next one's a gimme. This one's easy. Swish. of like what
Swish.
to do next. Yeah, do a little swish, do a little.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You ever did that at school?
3 Musk.
You ever were talking to someone and go, you make a joke and then it lands and you go,
Swish. That's
and then
funny
someone
right
yells
there.
at you for being like, that's not how you throw a basketball. And you go, I never played.
I never played. We didn't swish. I would hit that sometimes. Right? I do a little step back and I'd fade away with an invisible basketball. It's the best.
Step back in the fadeaway goes hard.
Yeah, it goes crazy. I have a video on Snapchat my friend took. It's fire.
My dad had this thing when he was in high school. And so basically, here, I'll do it.
Okay.
And so basically, you would slap twice in the like back of the neck and then hit them in the head really hard. And like it messes with your like
You
wiring.
can't process it.
Yeah, it messes with your wiring somehow. And it just like, it's like always getting caught off guard. It will like always catch you off guard no matter how many times you do it. It just messes with your brain for some reason. It's like one of those things where like you never expect it to hurt as much as it does when they slap you on the back of the head.
Yeah.
But it's like a lasting thing. It lasts like 10 seconds.
It's just kind of weird.
It's just like, it's like, ow, I hate you. Why are you like this? Okay, next one.
Next up.
Butterfingers. I'm gonna be honest,
Butterfinger.
overrated.
Ooh,
Getting a little-
overrated. That's a take.
Like, they're just so messy.
Yeah, they are.
It's so much.
They're like a Nature Valley bar of candy bars.
Dude, it's even breaking this up. I can't break this up.
Oh my gosh! You made a mess all over the table.
And I did. It's not my fault.
Look at the amount of crumbs this thing creates. It's all over the table.
It's
now.
like, yeah, it's
ridiculous. You probably didn't get it in frame. These are all
can't-
tiny
we
bits that
can't-
just sneak around like glitter.
We can't even break it down like into smaller bites. We're just gonna have to each break off a decent piece and take a like.
I'm just gonna have to take a
small
bite out of the bar. I can't
Yeah.
do this. Oh, it's just a mess. All right,
Butterfingers.
Butterfinger.
Can't even take a small bite. It like careens into your mouth. It sneaks up on you.
What is this, dude?
It's so not great.
What is this?
It's like peanut brittle if you made it have no soul.
It's like no candy bar should feel this bad to take a bite out of.
Also, it's like not only is it annoying to eat it, it's like a gamey sweet. It's like not good. It's like you know those like tiny candies that British people eat? Like I would say old people, but old people have like butterscotch, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like those old person candies, but if you were in Great Britain, like Chronicles of Narnia, this is how I imagine Turkish Delight tasting.
I was trying to think of the name. Turkish Delight.
This is how I imagine that tasting, where it's just like not a great sweet. It's like something that someone in the Great Depression would eat and be like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, I mean,
I have 2 dead sisters.
There's a reason old people have butterscotch and not Butterfingers.
It's just so bad.
It's just
so overhyped.
It's bad. Is this gonna be our first F, or is it not deserving of
I
it?
think it's a low D.
Low D. Okay.
I think it might be worse than Milky Way.
I don't know if we'll have an F. I think it is worse than a Milky
It might
Way.
be worse than Milky Way just because of how hard it is to eat.
Truly, when I see a Butterfinger, I never pop off. I don't see one. Like, someone shows me a Butterfinger, you want this for free? I'm not gonna go, yes, sir!
I used to
I'll
like-
just be like, I guess.
I used to like them when I was a kid, but then my palate matured and I realized that there's actually good candy bars out there.
Butterfinger, D tier.
D tier. We might move it down to F because now I'm thinking about it. If you eat like a good amount of it, it gets stuck in like the corners of your teeth.
Yeah, it's
And
stuck in my teeth right now.
You're stuck with the taste forever.
It
doesn't end.
The palate cleanse won't even help it. It's good.
No, that's F. We're putting that in F, dude.
F tier,
F, dude.
F tier,
I
F tier.
hate Butterfingers,
Me and
dude.
the homies hate Butterfingers, bro. Get it out of here.
I am not laying my finger on any Butterfinger, dude.
Yes, yes, sir. Oh my gosh, Butterfinger, F tier.
Not a bad description though. Crispity, crunchity, peanut. Okay, never mind. This is an awful description. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. That's a terrible description.
Crispity, crunchity. Get your corny butt out of here,
No,
cornball.
no, read the last one. Crispity, crunchity,
Peanut buttery.
peanut buttery.
Who did this?
Who did this?
Did this?
Fire them.
Fire them.
Butterfinger, I
Fire
know you're
them.
watching this. I know you're watching
I
this.
know
See
you're
you.
watching this.
Fire them.
Fire them.
them.
Fire them.
Get them out of
Get
here.
them out of here, dude.
Dude,
Next.
next.
Butterfinger, F tier. Get it out.
Bad taste in my mouth, dude.
So we're starting to wind our way down to get to a little bit of the less
I think we're
loved ones.
I think we're officially out of the like basic ones. Because like
Yeah, we
these
haven't
are
had too
still
many
somewhat
very
like
tank.
name brand ones. But these are the ones like your 60-year-old grandpa buys.
So much candy we got. I'm just reminded by the piles of leftover candy we're gonna have.
We're gonna need to like sort through them and like throw away the already have
nut right there.
If you couldn't guess.
Big nuts in here, dude.
Babe Ruth.
Let me just stop the clip right here. So it turns out Baby Ruth is actually not named after Babe Ruth. So I would like to apologize for the next minute rant you're about to hear. Thanks, Ronan. Someone's edging the
First of all, crazy name for a peanut or for a candy bar.
Really? You don't like the name?
It's just a basket. It's like a baseball player. Like, yeah, it's like a famous baseball player, but no one talks about, oh man, Babe Ruth, greatest of all time. No one says that. Dude,
well, I don't know about that. He's like a really big guy.
Dude, number 42 hit it out of the park. No one should be talking about Babe Ruth anymore.
After that day, he died. He was done.
If you're talking about old baseball, you're talking about the Dodgers man, the number one dude, the like trailblazer. No one's like, oh, Babe Ruth, the 40-year-old overweight guy who was like,
he can hit a homer or something.
He was just good at hitting the ball. He wasn't an athlete in any other facet. He wasn't. No, you look up videos of him. He has like a belly out to here, and he's like, oh.
That's an American man, an American baseball player.
Dude, that's
Baby Ruth.
It's okay. It's honestly not bad. I thought it would be worse.
And the flavor's really not jumping out to me.
It's not jumping out,
it
but
tastes just.
It's like
just enough, like just okay.
It's like a slightly worse Snickers. Which I think is enough to put in B tier.
Yeah.
Because like, I would have this over anything in C tier. Absolutely over anything in C tier. Because like, yeah, this is not great. And if there's a Snickers bar, I'm grabbing that instead of this every time. Well, it's not bad.
I have to get another water after this. So
Sure.
you already need one.
I need another bottle.
Yeah, you can go grab one.
I'm gonna go grab one.
I'm taking over.
Read the description on that.
I'm taking over the stream. Which one are we doing?
Read the description on Babe Ruth just so we have a little posterity.
Okay. The description for Babe Ruth, by the way, is dry roasted peanuts, rich caramel, if you will, and smooth nougat. So, interesting. I mean, definitely not as cringe as Butterfingers.
Crispity.
We're still going to clown Butterfingers afterwards. Enjoy that F tier, dude, at the very bottom.
Crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery.
Stay down there. They're probably asking, can you please bring us back up? They might think we're going to reconsider.
We're never going to reconsider. It doesn't matter if like the next 5 bars are going to be F tier. They're still going to be down there. We're not moving anything up.
I could be starving, and the only thing I need left to eat is a Butterfinger, and I would, out of spite of them, not eat it. It deserves to stay.
If I'm dying, I don't want to die with that awful taste in my mouth, in between my teeth, giving me cavities when I'm 5,
my
dude.
Last snack. Do we say the thing yet for it? Is B?
Babe Ruth B, yeah.
Babe Ruth? Or is it Baby Ruth?
It's Baby Ruth. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Whatever. Baby Ruth B.
Out of all the ones that I like know that I've had before, this is the one I'm least excited for.
Nah,
because this is Payday. Who eats this?
I actually don't know a single person.
I can't think of a single person who goes down and says, I'm gonna get, let me see a Payday. That's insane.
That's like maybe an old man at the gas station that just once in a blue moon is like, oh, I'll get
this
the
isn't
Payday.
an old man. This is an 80-year-old.
An 80-year-old.
This is a silent generation candy bar.
There's no market for these. There's gotta be like one rich person that's keeping them in business by just like buying a bunch of them. Nobody eats these.
All they have to do is make a stockpile, like 1 day of production. They have enough Paydays to supply the world for like 2 years. There's no shot anyone's eating this.
Cracker open.
It's such a terrible description, by the way. Peanut caramel bar, which actually, now that I'm saying it, not a bad description.
Because that's all it is.
Yeah, it's not lying. It's not making up words. It's not saying peanut buttery. It's not saying peanut caramelly.
Payday. Why?
Who buys this?
Who in their right mind?
Who buys this?
Hey, the best part of candy bars is the peanuts and caramel. No chocolate, no nothing. Not even nougat.
It's not even like sweet peanuts. It's salt, or like salty is good, but it's like just bland.
And when you bite into It's ridiculous. I don't even want to describe what I'm going to say. This is ridiculous.
This is an F tier.
This goes down there with stupid Butterfingers, bro. Imagine being so bad you compete with Butterfingers.
Nowhere near as bad as Butterfingers, though.
Better than Butterfingers.
Better than Butterfingers.
Better than Butterfingers.
That's not something to be proud of, by the way.
That's not a compliment.
That's not a brag.
F tier. It's just a mistake of a candy bar, but it's still better.
It's a fragment of lost time. Payday.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like a Great Depression candy bar. This is like working with the bare minimum, which I kind of respect almost in a sort of macabre fashion.
They're being resourceful, they're just trying to be creative,
but also it's not good.
Together.
We have so much stuff now. We don't need this.
This
is like something that you would find in one of those like old dusty cookbooks that your great grandma had during when she was like hiding in a shelter from the bombings. Okay.
Next up on the list.
I think Heath bars.
Heath? Sure. I actually don't know if I've ever had a Heath.
Never had a Heath bar. Let's see what their thing. This is another okay description. English toffee enrobed in rich chocolatey coating. That's a pretty good description.
Okay.
Enrobed is a fun word. Makes me feel like I'm like the Great Gatsby. I'm gonna be like, I have disrobed this man. I have exposed him.
I'm the Great Gatsby, you see.
Ah.
I throw parties and I'm a
Nick,
cool rich person.
Nick, I'm socially inept. You need to help me.
Dude. Have you read The Great Gatsby?
I haven't read it. I've seen the movie because they made me watch it in American history.
It's the funniest part of the entire story.
Just have
is
a
because
small bite.
the entire movie, he's like a playboy, he's a
stockbroker
big guy,
or whatever, yeah.
and then he has to talk to a girl, I think is an ex or something. This girl that he's wanted to.
It's his lost love.
His lost love. And he's in the rain outside alone, just like sulking. He's so scared to talk to her. Nick comes in and is like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "I can't."
Dude, you hold a party every week with thousands of people.
You've prepared for this day for so long, and it came, and you were like, I
almost just grabbed a bite of this.
You can't jump the gun.
I almost jumped the gun.
All right, let's get started.
I'm so
We're
excited.
rambling.
I kind of like Heath bars. Let's
get Heath.
3. Oh.
You're gonna count? We haven't counted yet. What? Nah. Who do you think you are?
You know what? I'm going for the rest of this one. That's just great.
I mean,
that's like a good Butterfinger.
Ooh, it is like a Butterfinger.
It's like a good Butterfinger.
It tastes like a Butterfinger, but better.
It tastes good. It's like a Butterfinger if they got the filling right.
Butterfinger met their match, dude. They're going out of business when people find out Heath bars exist.
This is like a home run, and then like a Butterfinger, it's where they try to bunt and they just pop it up in the air and the catcher just grabs it.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment. Butterfingers are an embarrassment.
Butterfinger.
These guys put them to shame.
Butterfinger is like the guy who tries and just messes up. Butterfinger is the type of guy to buy his wife like a vacuum for their anniversary.
Butterfingers are a Mr. Struggle kind of guy.
It can't do anything right. It's the misanthrope.
We're clowning Butterfingers all day, every day.
All day.
All right, Heath bars. I think
it's an A tier.
A tier? You think it's that much of a step up from a Butterfinger?
It's great. It's salty. It has good chocolate. Like it has like the European type chocolate in it.
I need to try. Is there more?
There's more.
I need to try more because I can get behind it. I just need a little bit more understanding.
Sometimes if you've never had one before, you need to get a second opinion.
I mean,
that's the first fun size that we finished.
True. And that's a good sign.
I think that's if it's not A tier, it's at least high B tier. I think it's like mid A tier, honestly.
I can get behind that A tier. I can get behind that.
Low A tier, we might move it to high B tier later.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
That's
my first time having one. I can get behind that.
Like
it's pretty strong.
Like I could see the argument that a normal Hershey's bar or Hershey's almond is better than that. I could see the argument, but I still think it's a great bar. You know, it's no other one just has pure toffee, and you know what it is.
It's just
great.
Toffee in it.
Yeah, it's toffee. No other one has toffee in it.
Heath A tier. All right, we're already kind of burning through. We're like halfway through. Maybe
we got
3/4.
Probably like an hour in, I think.
Dang, we're killing it.
100 gram bars. This is one of my mom's favorite. She's the one who got me eating these. They're great. Very fun name. 100 grains of funny name. Because, you know, like the idea is like, oh, they have like 100 of those tiny pieces on them, and they're 100 calories a bar. And It doesn't really have a description. Just says it lists just caramel chocolate crispy crunchies.
Crispy crunchies.
But it's like, it's good. You think it's way too. You would think it's way too much, but it usually turns out pretty good.
Ooh, that thing's like tough to break apart.
It is. It's like the two ones with like nougat and caramel, where it's like you have to crunch it. It's one that you don't always get, but it's always pleasant whenever you get one.
All right, 100 grand.
100 grand.
Okay.
That's like a Milky Way if it was good.
Yeah, that is a. I don't know if it deserves like an A or B yet.
Not A or B.
But I think it's a C because it's
That's a
better
C.
than a Milky Way.
Way better than a Milky Way.
I can get behind that for sure.
Yeah, C. Easily.
It has Milky Way. It's Milky Way-esque with a little extra. It has like a little Rice Krispie type beat in it, you know? This got it right. 100 grand, C tier.
It is really funny. Just sending like a picture on Snapchat of like having a whole thing of 100 grand bars and then saying Mad Motion. Now,
this is going to Good Mythical Morning. I know you guys might be watching this. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to be trying out your 2 top favorite Halloween candies because we've never had them. This is the first time we both have not had it. Get ready. This is a real opinion.
The Mound is worrying though. Like the Almond Joy doesn't say this, but the Mound says dark chocolate. Ooh. And not only am I like touch and go on coconut, I know it's dark chocolate too. Then again, dark chocolate can be good on some stuff.
Ooh, just a big round boy. What's happening?
Well, it's a big round mound.
Oh, that's why it's called a Mound Bar.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's split.
That's worrisome.
Take a look at that.
I don't like how that's split open.
I don't know. It made a weird sound.
No, yeah, and
this
also
looks like
it's
coconut.
like the coconut's like moist. Like you crack it open and there's like a little stick. It's
okay.
like
I don't know if I trust this.
All
Let's
right,
give it a
Mound
try.
Bar.
Mound Bar. Oh. What the heck is that?
Oh.
Texture. What's the texture of that?
It's so bad.
I had a bigger piece of you. There's just all of the coconut stuff is like connected. It's in this big. The texture is weird. It doesn't break apart.
It's like eating garlic that's just diced. You know, it's like just diced garlic. Like this is how I imagine like the
Diced
texture
coconut.
of diced garlic would be. It's like broken up into enough pieces that it's like not hard, but it's also not enough to where you don't have to chew. It's like that's really bad.
That kind of
that's
Red
really.
Link. What are you talking about?
Listen, maybe Almond Joy is where they bring it back. Maybe
Maybe.
Almond Joy has like a little sweeter. Maybe it's a better texture.
It looks like it has the same coconut stuff as this one does.
That's really bad. That's not great.
We're gonna have to do a break compare for this one too. Okay,
That's so.
that might be D tier.
That's D tier at least, if not F tier. I
might
have a Payday over. I might choose a Payday.
Is that the worst?
If you said Payday versus Mounds,
Actually, I'm still chewing on the coconut shreds that are in there, and I don't like that.
That might be like as bad as Butterfinger.
Oh, that's a big that's a big hate.
That's
like,
a big.
You failed.
Yeah,
you
but
compete with Butterfinger.
Because like it's the same thing with Butterfinger, where it like stays in your mouth for a long time. It's not a pleasant aftertaste.
I think it's gonna go F tier.
I think it's an F tier.
Mounds, F tier.
We have a worrying amount of things in F tier right now.
I mean, it's
But
good to have a good spread.
I think we move Payday into D tier.
Really?
It's not that bad. If you can, like, F tier is almost unedible. But if you like we said, like, oh, I wouldn't have a Butterfinger if I was in a desert, and I wouldn't have a Mound Bar if I was in a desert.
Yeah.
If I was in a desert, I would have a Payday.
Okay.
I think move Payday up into D tier.
Payday's going up. Payday, you're lucky.
Congratulations.
You're lucky.
Congratulations.
You're still mid, but you went up a little bit more.
This is actually going to be awful, because this is just going to be a Mound Bar with a little bit of, like, thing. I'm going to grab a knife to open this. I'm trying to make this as easy as on both of us.
Oh gosh,
Like,
it's just a mess.
It's just a mess.
Here's a bit of the insides. Very reminiscent of a Mounds. It's like the exact same.
Yeah.
It just has an almond in it. So I think you know where this is going.
This is going.
God.
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy. It's just the same.
It's the same.
I'm not satisfied.
It's still better than Mounds.
Really?
It does. It's I can tell it's milk chocolate, and I can tell it's milk chocolate, and also I like almonds a lot. I'm a huge almond guy, but even almonds cannot save this bar. Top of F tier, because I would still have that over a Butterfinger.
Butterfinger, you still are on the bottom.
You're still on the bottom.
You're still on the bottom.
I have hated that type of coconut forever. The almonds help it more to be better than the Mound Bar and the Butterfinger, but I would still never buy this.
Listen. Right in link. What are you guys thinking?
You guys are tweaking.
You're tweaking, bro. What are you... I like you guys, all right? You made some good songs. We might get to those later, all right? You make some good stuff. You guys, what are you thinking putting Almond Joy as the best Halloween candy over Reese's, over Snickers, over Hershey's?
That is insane.
You're insane. Who likes the coconut bits of anything?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited from this point on because I feel like now we have actually like interesting bars.
We're in uncharted territory.
I
don't know any of this.
These are the bars that they don't sell in fun sized.
Yeah,
they're way too, well, I guess some of them are selling fun sized. Beside the point. This is the awesome ones, I think.
This is where it gets real.
First up, Caramello. Personal favorite of mine. I think this will score very well with both of us. This is going to be really good for sharing because even though it's caramel filled, it's still like segmented into pieces, right? Mm-hmm. They're pretty big pieces, but we can just take a small bite out of them.
Nah, I eat the whole thing.
Small little nibble.
I'm man up.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Caramello. Milky chocolate and creamy caramel.
All right.
Cadbury Dairy Milk. Listen, I do not like Cadbury eggs. But Cadbury's like chocolate bars are fantastic.
Okay.
Here.
Caramello.
This is the best caramel.
That's good.
Out of all of the bars we've tried.
Oh.
Not like it? Little kickback?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
The caramel is good. I don't know how you can do caramel differently than others, but
that did it differently.
It tasted a little richer.
It's so good.
That was enjoyable. That's good.
That was an enjoyable bar.
That's good caramel,
that's
good chocolate.
That's A tier easily.
A tier at least, yeah.
A tier at least.
Will we ever find an S? We'll find out.
That might be S, actually. Think about that. Listen, there's nothing... This is one of those movies that has no fluff. Like, it's just a good story. Like, you can't... Like, this is one of those things that you just can't, like, say anything to put it down.
Uh-huh.
Like, even... I don't like caramel, usually. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, you know, we've been through... All the other caramel bars have not ranked highly. And that's good. Like, I feel like that's
if we're gonna give it an S, or even talk about it, I need to try another.
Because you never have before. I've had it many times.
Because I actually hold on.
Because like
this is a wild claim, but hold on.
Take a bite. Think about the flavor of the chocolate. It's like that European smooth, creamy chocolate. It's such a smooth, delicious, velvety caramel. I think that's an S tier. There's nothing you can say to put that down. Like cookies and cream. You could say, I don't like white chocolate. Symphony, you could say, I don't like European chocolate. You can't put this down.
I'm going to say it. It has the rich chocolatey flavor, like the Symphony Hershey's did. Got me reminiscent on that.
Yeah.
But the caramel aspect to it takes it to the next level.
It's an S tier.
The way the flavors kind of like meld together in your mouth, that's delicious.
I don't think something that's just chocolate could be S tier. But that is chocolate and caramel done right.
That's done right. Yes, sir.
That's
Caramello, S tier.
So
First
good.
one of the night.
Good job,
Congratulations.
Cadbury.
You did a great job.
Now, this is one that I've had before, and I'm keeping my opinions of it blind for Corby, so he has an unbiased thought on it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm excited. Sorry, I just realized.
This is one we're doing it now because this one's pretty. It's interesting because of who made it, but it's not like it's just chocolate.
I'm so excited, guys.
Mr. Beast bar.
Mr. Beast.
Feastables.
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
It's just funny.
It's funny. It's funny, Mr. Beast chocolate bar.
It's funny seeing some random guy I saw on YouTube in like 2020 suddenly has a candy bar in like retail stores. That's awesome.
His name's Mr. Beast, what, 6,000 or
It's like Mr. Beast 6,000. It's a random name.
Who is this guy? Now he has millions of dollars and he made a chocolate bar.
This is great.
Bro thinks he's Willy Wonka.
If any of this sounds like it's downplayed to Mr. Beast, he's a cool guy. I like him. He does nice stuff.
He's cool. Mr. Beast, this one's for you. I know you're watching this, Mr. Beast. This chocolate bar is for you.
Oh, that's funny. Because like it has like one split in it that's at the end that says share. Mm-hmm. And the rest of it is just one big piece that says devour. So it says you share a little bit, but you'll eat the rest.
So we have to use the share part.
We gotta use the share part.
Because Mr. Beast intended it that way.
Yeah, as Mr. Beast intended.
Alright.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast chocolate bar. Huh.
And this is where the opinion comes in. I don't like this one.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's
dark chocolate. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's
it
weird.
just hit me.
They have a milk chocolate version, but I feel like just getting because if they should have made the milk chocolate one the base one. I feel like.
I agree.
And so I feel like it's only fair because we didn't have any dark chocolate because we know our opinions on it. So this might seem a little unfair, but if you're touting dark chocolate as your main thing, it's got to be good dark chocolate.
I agree. And this dark chocolate tastes a little funky.
It's super bitter.
The aftertaste is it's bitter.
Like
that's what it is.
When you're eating it, you think it's just normal dark chocolate, and it has this weird spike in the aftertaste.
Yeah, it's literally hitting me right now.
Yeah, it's like a random like saltiness that's not good. It's like a grainy type deal.
Yeah, the taste itself, it tastes a little bit like on a Hershey's level. It's just kind of like decent. It's like a decent dark chocolate, pretty generic, and then the aftertaste kind of hits, and it's just. Yeah. You know, it hit me 3 times right there. I just couldn't. Taking poison damage. Mr. Beast chocolate bar, like C tier, D.
C tier, I think.
C tier.
It's not a D.
It's Jimmy. Jimmy. You did a good job, but it's not that great.
It's low C tier.
It's low C.
It's low C.
Good job, Jimmy.
Like I feel like if it's milk chocolate, it might be good.
Jimmy, put me in one of your videos.
Put him in one of your videos.
Put me in one of your videos.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Okay, there he is.
We know Mr. Beast.
Dude, I know Mr. Beast personally. We're getting towards the end of the finish line here.
This one is really interesting. This is Ferrero Rocher chocolate bar.
What is that?
I saw so many ads for this, and every time I saw, I said, this is the stupidest thing I can think of this company to do. Mm-hmm. This is the absolute insane marketing drop to do. This is taking your iconic brand, Ferrero Rocher, and removing all sorts of brand awareness of it. This is taking it and removing the one thing people know it for, which is being the, like, little golden balls. This is making it into just a boring chocolate bar.
Uh-huh.
It might be good, though.
I've never had this, yeah.
It might be good. It might just taste like a Ferrero Rocher. It probably does. But, you know, we don't know how that'll pan out. Look at that. Oh, it's in gold foil, too.
Gold foil?
Okay.
Oh, we're having some supreme chocolate here.
Good job, Ferrero Rocher.
Willy Wonka's or a ticket in there?
Dude, tin foil on your chocolate. It's great.
It makes you look sophisticated. It makes you look real. You want to package yourself the best way you can. It looks professional.
Oh, it has a perforation in the foil as well. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Good job. Listen, if we were rating them not based on taste but on packaging, this is an S tier packaging.
S tier packaging.
Good job, Ferrero Rocher.
Good job.
Ferrero Rocher chocolate bar. It may be in a bar form. And it may be stupid because it removes all their type of brand awareness.
But
it's Ferrero Rocher chocolate.
Which means?
That's easy A. That's not S tier. But that's A.
That's some good chocolate.
That's an A. That's some good chocolate.
It tastes rich.
It's like, it's so soft to bite into.
It's soft.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh.
This is high, maybe top of A tier.
The presentation, everything about this brand looks professional, looks real, and the chocolate reflects it. If it tasted bad.
So good.
But got you banging the table. Oh my god.
These last few ones I'm so excited for.
This is heavenly.
Dude, so good.
A tier. Congratulations.
A tier. Top of A tier. We might move that to S if there's not enough S tier.
We just might. What's it called?
Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, shoot. I'm not spelling all that.
Okay, so whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit? First off.
You never had this?
No.
I've had this a couple times.
First off, I don't like the name. You think you're being clever? They think they're quirky. I
think it's a fun name.
They're trying to be like, oh, we're so quirky. Oh, what's the kid? Oh, whatchamacallit?
I think
it's funny.
I think it's fun just because it's a fun name to say. I feel like your name doesn't have to be good if it's fun to say. That's like calling your chocolate bar a doohickey. You know, that's great. Say
okay, a thingamabob, you know?
I'm having a thingamabob. I'm having me a gizmo.
I can get
me a little
that
doohickey.
It's fine. I feel like they're trying to be different and quirky.
I think this is a decently old bar. I think this has been going for a while.
Is it generational like a Payday?
I think it's generational candy. I think they made it in a time where it wasn't even quirky. I think they made it in a time where it was actually a fun name.
Everyone's
and
like,
it's still a fun name.
Whatchamacallit? This is 40 years old.
This is insanely hard to break.
Oh, that thing's big.
It's so big, but it's insanely hard to break too. This is the smallest piece that I could break off of it.
Get the inside shot there.
The
Take
inside shot.
Take a look at that.
It's weird. It's like wholly filled.
Interesting. My parents are gonna come home and be like, "Why are there so many chocolate crumbs on the table and on the rug?" And I'm gonna say, "I don't know. Let's do it. Whatchamacallit." That was clean. We hit that at the same time. That was good. We're getting professional with this.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
You might need a second opinion.
Give me a second.
You never had before.
There's a lot of moving bits and pieces in this, you know?
Yeah.
The texture is just, it's attacking me. There's a war in my mouth right now.
There's a lot of flavors that are fighting with each other, but that's almost good. Because you got that little salty notes at the end there, and you have like all that texture for your mouth to work on.
Yeah.
There's a great mouth feel. Has that sort of peanut buttery, but also not too overwhelmingly. I think that's an A tier. Might be high. I'm amiable to top of B tier.
I think it's a B tier.
I think it's a B tier, yeah.
We'll move it down. It's B.
The aftertaste after is a little gamey. But it's still a great bar.
It's not bad at all.
It's like
There's a lot going on. B tier.
B tier, yeah. We're gonna go through our Reese's options because Reese's has like 5 or 6 different candy bars. I thought about getting Take 5s. They were more of like a Mound type deal. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Take 5s are amazing.
Really?
Have you never had Take 5?
No, I haven't.
But I got the Reese's sticks after the Whatchamacallit because I feel like these are very similar. These are both like super crunchy, dense wafers.
Ooh, those things are big.
Well, it's a king size, yeah, but
And it's a stick.
it's
yeah,
4
that makes
sticks
sense.
too.
Reese's
sticks. Terrible name, by the way.
Ooh. That's weird. It's got the Reese's flavor that we know. Right? It's got the peanut butter with the chocolate. But
it's
it
also
has a
like-
weird
it's
crunchy
like
texture.
It's like a Kit Kat almost.
Yeah, it's like Reese's decided we don't have... Our peanut butter cup is really good. But we need more. So let's just make a Kit Kat. And that's not good.
That I think that's bottom of B tier.
Yeah, it's good because it's Reese's, but
Yeah.
the texture it takes it away.
The texture is not great. It's like a worse Whatchamacallit.
I agree. I can get behind that.
Like a Whatchamacallit's just that, but better.
Reese's Sticks, B tier.
Also, worst name ever.
It's a bad name.
It's a terrible name. It's just Reese's Sticks.
All right, next up on the chopping block.
This I'm excited for.
What's it called?
This is
Fast
a
break?
Reese's Fast Break.
Woo-wee! Another Reese's entry.
You ever had Reese's Fast Break?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Everything on here I'm blind to. I don't know this stuff.
You don't have a lot of candy bars, I think.
I just eat Hershey's bars.
You're mainly a soda guy, I think.
Yeah, I'm a soda tier list. That would actually be
Soda tier
terrible.
Soda
The amount
tier
of
list.
soda you drink. Look at the inside.
Also, because it'd be pretty interesting because you have like normal soda drinker, and then you have never drink soda at all.
That would be interesting. I have a few soda takes.
Reese's
Fast Break. Ooh.
That's what I remember.
Ooh. Oh, shoot. I'm ducking and weaving that peanut butter filling. Oh, shoot. Okay.
2 words.
What else is in there?
It's peanut butter, nougat, and milk chocolate.
Oh. They just added nougat in there.
Yeah.
The nougat,
Adds so much.
it adds. I like it.
I think I have 2 words for that.
What?
S tier.
S tier?
I say S tier.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on.
so good.
You're jumping the...
Dude, have another bite, have another slice, whatever. You have that, you're gonna say S tier. Think about it compared to everything in A tier.
He's making a crazy claim here.
Crazy claim.
Let me get on this, all right? Let me try. I mean...
It's just so good. Normal Reese's are amazing, and this just adds. This is like a
2 words. S tier.
It's such a good, so good.
That's another S tier, baby.
I think this is over Carmelo. I think this is the best candy bar that we've tried today.
Get it.
This is the best one right now.
Let's go. S tier. Reese's
Fast break.
Fast Break.
So good.
Congratulations.
So monstrously good. Reese's, I don't know, like, I know Reese's is owned by, like, Hershey's. Whoever's, like, in charge of the Reese's portion of that, you're great.
You do a great
You're
job, man.
fantastic. Reese's is one of the best brands of chocolate, I think, ever.
They're on top.
There's not a lot, like, the sticks is probably the worst thing they have, and that's still edible.
All right, we got 4 left.
This next one is, I think it's a love it or hate it.
Reese's outrageous.
And I think simply because of how that is.
It's just, it looks like a Reese's, but they filled it with like Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, it's like it's Reese's chocolate, it's caramel, and Reese's Pieces all over in it. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like it's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
It's a love it or hate it bar. The one downside to Reese's stuff, the peanut butter adds so many calories. This bar is 410 calories. That's ridiculous.
This calories guy. He's always counting. Oh,
it's so much.
A lot of calories.
This is an entire meal's worth of calories.
If it tastes good, you eat it. You know, it's like who counting calories anyway? We've been at this for a while, guys.
We've been at this for a while. These end ones are the interesting.
It has been an hour and 25 minutes of eating candy bars, guys.
It's just an hour and 25?
Yeah, that's all it said.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, we're kind of killing it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the camera doesn't die.
Outrageous.
Outrage. Oh my, I made a mess.
I remember that being a lot better than it is. That might be just because it's the follow-up of Fast Break.
It's good.
It's good.
I
That's top of A tier at least.
I think it's an A tier. Yeah.
That might just be because of it had to follow up the GOAT.
It had to follow the GOAT. I'm not like, it's good. Reese's is good. They added the pieces in it. It kind of hits. It's a lot. It's like
so
a mouthful
much.
of just peanut butter and these bits
sugar.
floating around and the sugar. It's a lot, but
It's
it all
so-
tastes good. And
it's
the
so
calories
much.
are a lot, but
Yeah.
who cares?
It's like sugar for the sake of sugar, but good. It's like another one that's done that right. I think it's just so much that I don't think we can put it in S tier.
Yes. So Reese's,
It's like
outrageous, A tier.
It's like a cheat code. Because, like, we love everything that's in it, but just having all that together doesn't make it an S tier bar. This one's one that's like a dark horse. This is my dark horse. It's one that comes out of left field.
Ooh.
Kinder Bueno.
Bueno, that's what it's called?
Yeah, crispy, creamy chocolate bar. Crispy wafer with creamy nut filling and milk chocolate.
Okay.
This is one that it's already, like, divvied up.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but you have to have, like, a whole piece.
Have you had a Kinder Surprise Egg before?
They're pretty bad.
Yeah, I did not like it.
This is probably the best thing I've had from Kinder.
Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno.
I think I do that every time. Whatever.
That's Bueno.
Muy bien. I can speak Spanish.
No.
Ah, dang it.
That's great though. That's like one of those. That's another one of those ones. I think it's like maybe top of B tier.
I didn't want to put that in A. I thought if you said A, I was gonna be like.
It's too simple for A. It's in the weird like uncanny valley of simple and complex, where it's a lot of presentation, but it's still a good taste. Like it tastes great.
I'm honestly like in the middle of like C or B. I don't think it's that crazy.
You think it's C?
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's on the level of Twix.
I think it's
surely not Twix.
Okay.
Surely not Crunch or Kit Kat.
Okay. I think it's low. I think it's low B.
I think it's mid B.
Mid B?
I think mid B is a fair like compromise.
We'll put it on there. We'll put it on there.
I always remember it being way better than it is, but it's still good. It's not bad.
Kinder Bueno, B tier.
All right, we're down to our last two.
Two left, and we're gonna try to finish before my camera dies. So let's do this.
One's a sneak attack. One's one that we haven't mentioned at all. But this one's not one of those. This one's the one we've referenced at the beginning. Little callback.
Were you paying attention?
Zagnut. This is interesting. None of us have heard about this thing before. Like we said, picked it up at Dollar General.
Yeah.
Found it in like the corner.
We're gonna get our about to check out, and he was just grabbing candy and goes, Zagnut? Are we gonna see this anywhere else? And I said, nope. And he went, let's grab it.
Zagnut. Crunchy peanut butter toasted coconut.
There's coconut? What?
This is worrisome.
This is a mix of an amalgamation of other stuff. They said we have peanut.
It's the amalgamation of the bad things, I feel like.
Yeah.
Crunchy. It's the crunchy peanut butter of Butterfinger plus Mound Bars. Oh, I'm worried. This is either... Oh, this looks so bad. Oh, that looks disgusting.
Wait, why is it like moist?
Oh, this looks so terrible.
Camera.
Get this on the camera.
Oh, what is that?
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
Oh,
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
It's like orangish. It's like an orangish peanut buttery type thing.
Who did this to you?
Who did this to you?
Zagnut, are you okay?
Oh.
The break sound.
Oh no! It's the Butterfinger peanut butter
The
in
sound he made when it broke off sounded like the Mound Bar. It was gross. Listen.
It's... I think that's all the layers of the peanut brittle cracking, because it's like...
Alright.
Zagnut.
Oh. It's a Butterfinger again.
It's a Butterfinger covered in a Mound Bar.
Why did they do this? Who did this to you?
F tier. Bottom of F tier. Worst one.
How could you be worse than a Butterfinger?
How are you worse than Butterfinger?
Why?
Worst. Bottom of F tier. Bottom of F tier.
Bottom.
I don't know who you are, Zagnut. I don't know who made you.
Get
Stop
out of here.
It's so bad. It's
God.
everything about it. The look, the taste, the mouthfeel, the like crunch. It's so bad. It's the worst of everything. That's like the amalgamation of awfulness. We should have saved that for the end. This is like I thought this was gonna be like the secret stinker.
Yeah, it was gonna be kind of good, maybe like a secret hidden gem. And you'd be like, ooh, it's kind of good.
It's so awful. It was so terribly
awful.
awful.
It disappointed me way more than I thought it could be bad. Like I was like, it can be bad, but it's not gonna be the worst.
Please. Oh, I did not expect this to be my last hope. Why is the one we saved for last this one?
Guys, the last one, break it down, because you're the one that chose this.
I don't want it to be bad back to back. We were about to leave. We were about to be done. I said, hey, I forgot something. Stop at a gas station. I picked this up.
Remember, one final stop.
I've seen this 100 times. Never gotten it because I've never ventured that far out.
You ready for this?
This is the Zero Bar. This bar is infamous. I've heard so many terrible stories about how bad these things are. And my cousin, it's his favorite. So I don't know what to expect.
This is going to be either the worst thing we've ever had, or it might be amazing. We have no in between.
It can't be as bad as Zagnut. This is what it looks like. It's white. Here's the description. Caramel peanut almond nougat covered with white fudge.
Ooh.
White fudge.
White fudge?
What is that? Is that white chocolate fudge? Is that vanilla fudge? What is that?
I don't know, man.
Oh, no. That's not a good sign.
Oh, no.
You know when you cut it and it's like... It's not like super fast. It's not like a crunch or like anything, but it's like a slow like... You know that's not a great sign.
This is the final. This is the home stretch on the finish line. Here we go.
The zero bar. It's so weird.
It's hard to chew.
It is. It's very tiring.
It's like the one complaint I had with the Milky Way. Too much caramel.
But it also has nuts, which makes it slightly better than the Milky Way.
The nuts kind of conflict with my...
You know what's weird?
Taste buds.
This is like a Milky Way plus a Payday.
That's our D tier.
That's our D tier. Payday and Milky Way are both in our D tier. We put this in D tier.
This was made to be better than both. It's combine them together. It's made for C tier.
I think D tier maybe. I think top of D tier maybe.
Okay. Top of D tier.
Mr. Beast Bar was not great. I think we're forgetting about how awful the after. I think we moved Mr. Beast Bar down to D.
And then move this up to D.
And we have this at like top of D.
Battery liver. Oh no.
Oh.
The battery died. Okay.
All right.
Hold on. We get phone
Grab the
and
phone.
we just do a scuffed finish. I'm not gonna get the stand or whatever. All right, guys. We
Almost.
did this for a little too long. Our phone died.
We were so close to the perfect clip. This is already so much better than the. We should have just been doing this.
Oh, we could have done this too.
This looks so much better.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
Whatever, guys. Look, we've been doing this for a long time. Give us a break. Our camera died. Maybe the quality's better here. Let me know in the comments. I spent money on a camera. I'm trying to get use out of it.
From now on, we use phones.
I guess.
We moved Mr. Beast down to a D tier. We put this at low C tier.
Low C tier.
It's not great, but somehow the mixture of not great Milky Way plus not great Payday works. I feel like the like whatever they call it, white fudge, has no flavor context at all. We thought this was gonna be love it or hate it, but it's okay. Like I'm never gonna buy it again probably, but it's not the worst.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad. C tier's where it belongs.
Yeah, we way overrated Mr. Beast bar, by the way. It's probably just because we don't like dark chocolate. The milk chocolate one's probably pretty decent, but just the flagship is not great.
All right, guys. Here's the looks of our list. We're gonna discuss and move this all around and put it on a real tier list for the YouTube video later. But here's all the work that we did. Oh, freak! This is what the final tier list looks like. We'll show you the carnage of the path. We have the pile, $50 around that worth of candy. We're gonna save this for later. We're not wasting all this.
This is the graveyard. This is the graveyard.
That's the graveyard of messes and the cuts, and it's just my table's a mess.
This is like the Mounds, the Almond Joys, little pieces of the tiny Butterfinger.
Butterfinger
has like a whole big chunk of the whatever it's called, Zagnut.
Dude, I can't.
I
can't talk about Zagnut. I can't talk about Zagnut.
Zagnut was.
I can't talk about.
I regret the time we spent talking about how bad Butterfinger was for how bad Zagnut is in comparison. Because Butterfinger is terrible. It's an F tier easily.
It was just the worst Butterfinger.
Zagnut is so bad. Put Zagnut on F- tier. Put Zagnut on inedible.
We're making a separate tier just for Zagnut.
Separate tier. So awful.
The one thing to get out of this video is that Zagnut, if you see one, run. Get out of there. It is not worth it.
Go to a place where they have Caramellos, dude.
How do we end this? This is coming out on Christmas Day if I do it right. If I do this wrong, this message will look stupid. It's coming out Christmas Day, candy bar tier list. Guys, thank Ronan for being here. You saw him in the Fortnite videos we did.
Fortnite.
He was the Deku guy.
I was the guy who completely derailed the entire video to being unfunny.
This was his idea. He said to do this. He said, let's pitch in some money. Let's buy some candy bars.
It was so expensive. I thought it was 20 bucks a piece easy. This was like $50 or $55. This was such a waste of money.
26 candy bars.
26 candy bars.
26 candy bars. $50. 2 stores and a gas station.
And half of them were like pretty bad.
We drove for like an hour to get all of this candy. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is a good video. All right, we had a fun time making this. Hope you guys had a fun time watching it. If not, then I don't know why you're still here. This video is going to be like 50 minutes long. You shouldn't still be here.
And listen, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Small Santa Claus.
Small Santa
Small
Claus.
Santa Claus. Mr. P.